And she is, and she's really drunk right now.
Oh yeah.
And she said she shows her titties.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Is she one of your victims or?
Hey.
I mean, friends.
Hey now.
Hey now, you're a porn star. You hear me?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
I thought it was far enough from the microphone that you could hear me.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie, Adel. I'm going to tell scary stories later.
We're going to have stories time with Zeus.
Scary stories. Ooh.
What kind of scary stories?
I don't know.
La Llorona?
Sort of, but it's about my mom and how she got me fat. Ooh. How my mother fucked up my metabolism. Woo!
Oh, holy shit.
All right.
America.
Leslie?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
On.
Wish
Well,
I couldn't hear you, but I can.
Chad's going to be so upset.
What the fuck? Why is
that
that's
picture
really,
of yourself?
really vain of you. And that's so vain of you to have your picture. That's your background.
I was having a talk with my DJ friends. We talk each Friday, and we all got drunk or whatever, playing Cards Against Humanity online. And I got like so full of myself that I started switching between all of my photos.
That sounds awesome.
I'm being like, look how pretty I am.
So fucking conceited.
Me too. Look how pretty I am. Hang on.
You guys have as much confidence in yourselves as I do in myself. I feel
I do.
In your life. And, it's nice.
Well, you know that's not true, Javier.
What?
You don't have confidence in yourself. You always say that you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's
you
before
do.
I did therapy. That's before I was doing therapy.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Chad's going to be so mad because we have Leslie on right now. And he's not with
Where's
us.
Chad?
Oh, he's doing
Chad's being a
other
bitch.
stuff.
I was going to come in and be like, what's up, weirdos? But
There's only one weddle
there's only
here.
one weirdo. Yeah.
No.
Somebody boot him. Wait, you started it. Never mind.
Yeah, you can't boot me. Man.
Hey, so before we shut down the other one, I think we were talking about porn. But so I was gonna say today I got that, the Childish Gambino vinyl came with the little cardboard 2.0 for the VR.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let me try VR porn. Let me see how, what that's like,
Okay.
So get on Pornhub, and you got to find the video. And then I was like really excited, and I was like laying in bed, and I just like had it.
I lit a
He had
candle.
the whole get up. He had
lit a
the whole
candle,
get up.
had some
I
incense
lit a candle
down.
and I folded this fucking cardboard box instead of using my fancy ass iPhone and like using it for cardboard only.
Yes,
I want that all natural VR. Okay, tight.
That's right.
Then what
That's
happened?
right. It didn't work. It
Okay.
ended up not working.
Well, thanks for
That
wasting our
fucking sucked.
time, Javier. Shit.
That was a
Hey,
fucking
well, I wanted to
terrible
try it,
story, my
man.
friend.
I was half cocked, bro. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
I
this,
honestly thought like maybe it only went to like the 90s porn or something, but no, like it didn't work at all. How terrible is that?
I feel like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when he's like, finish the fucking story.
the story just let me down, though. Like, I thought there was going to be something awesome that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. No, I
didn't work.
had it on, and then I
It
left
wasn't
my
like the
front
first
door
time you
locked.
watched Avatar? It wasn't like that?
It was all built up and actually nothing delivered.
Damn it.
It was all let down.
I know how you
That's
feel,
what it
Javier.
was.
I know how you feel right now.
The story of my
This is
life.
like that whole anal story all over again.
Oh, my gosh. So, Leslie, how has it been since everything's been shut down for you and your industry?
It's not a good segue there.
No, it's not.
That's it. Wait, Tim.
Yeah, well, I was just curious, though. How's it been with your industry
on?
since... Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I'm just joking.
Okay.
No, it's I have to find humor in things that I usually wouldn't find humor in. So
like
it's probably not
like Tim.
like Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Like Tim's fucking NPR voice.
My my NPR voice, my mustache, my fucking
His hair.
terrible mullet. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, like anytime that I listen to y'all's podcasts and it's you and Chad, I think you guys are the same person.
Oh, that's fine.
And like yeah.
We practically are the same person.
Okay.
They're both white, so
I'll
It-
pretend
it
I'm
works.
talking to both of y'all at the same time. It's much more efficient. So in Austin, no, it's weird, man. Obviously, a lot of the Austin industry, like service industry, I mean, they're out of work, right? It's
Right.
huge. You drive down 6th Street, everything's boarded up. East Side, West Side, Dirty Six, Rainy Street, of course, same. Like, so a majority of downtown is just empty. And it's weird. And there's a lot of, my friends, bartenders, servers, cooks, that are out of work. And, just yesterday there was crazy people protesting at the Capitol saying like, hey, we're trying to get back to work, which is not cool. So I don't know. It's weird. I truly believe in the bartenders in this town just because they're trying their hardest to do things outside of the system, right? So besides employment, besides applying for all these grants through the USBG, which is the United States Bartenders Guild that's trying to help out bartenders and businesses, like they're going on and doing like happy hours, right, for themselves and for their crew and trying to raise money just locally. So yeah, it's inspiring, but it's sad with how much people go out in this town, and that not existing anymore. You have to find some new alternatives, right, to connect.
So that's what you've been doing with the DJ happy hours every weekend, or what?
Yeah, well, I started it just because I was like, I was bored pretty much and trying to find ways to still have that feeling, because what I noticed was because my life rides on the weekends, right? So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I just sleep all day. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like I go DJ and I'm out and I'm visiting friends or I'm playing music and I'm like preparing to go to work. I started realizing that I became very anxious by like Wednesday, Thursday, to the point where I was like having weird like anxiety attacks and stuff. So talking to other DJs, it's like, hey, just do what you would normally do, right? So Thursday night, like if you want to play a set, or Friday, or like put something together. And so like today we did this whole thing with my DJ crew here. We're raising money for this organization called Hungry Souls that pairs up with AISD schools to provide meals for children now that they're not in school.
That's really awesome.
So we're trying to raise money for them. I think they recently just reached a goal of like 15,000.
Cool.
But just trying to help out organizations that wouldn't have the same audience, right? So like a lot of nonprofits don't have DJs coming to them and being like, hey, we want to raise money for you guys, and we're going to hit up, all these service industry and office people that come visit us. So it's pretty cool. I think we raised it wasn't a lot, but it was like a couple hundred. So,
well, something's better than nothing. So
yeah, for sure.
Bravo
That's
to
definitely
you. Cheers to all that stuff. It's pretty badass. And
that is pretty awesome.
That shit going, man. I mean, nobody else is gonna try to help, and you might as well try to do your best. So.
I wasn't gonna try to help for sure.
Because you're a worthless piece of shit, Jesus.
That's what my mom says.
Is that why she feeds you a lot?
Yeah, she wants me to die sooner.
We never had a proper intro for this episode.
No,
I don't think it matters.
Well, I just
we
figured
need to introduce Leslie, though.
I was just going to do a runoff on it, but so yeah, Leslie, tell us about yourself, Leslie.
Funky Panther. Oh
Yo,
wait,
what's up,
is that not it?
Wait.
No? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad.
Crystal.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Okay, so who are you and what do you do?
My name is Lesli Kobos. I'm nobody now. I have no identity. Everything's gone to shit. I'm having
local nobody
problems. No, yeah, I'm a DJ. I'm a brand educator for a mezcal brand called Cinco Sentidos. I grew up in Fort Worth, which is how I know all these suckers for the last too many goddamn years, I would say.
It's been 10 years, I think.
Over. It's like 12.
No.
Embarrassingly enough. Well, we won't say that because we start getting into legalities, but it's been a while.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Yep, no, can't talk about that. Nope. I think there's no statute of limitations for that.
Grew up in Everman, had a, I didn't have, but my family had a record store at Fort Worth Bazaar off of Hemphill and Felix, and a spot over there at Henderson Flea Market. What's it called? La Puglia?
La Pulguita.
Yeah, not
I was
the main.
there on Henderson and what was it? University, where the go-karts are?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's where I grew up. In that fucking place, eating.
It's been
fucking
weird, since everything's
elotes.
shut down. We drive by there and it's not hopping on the weekends. It's crazy.
Is this still hopping?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not. It is.
No,
yeah.
no.
I'm saying let's say before the quarantine,
Oh yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
They have
Heck yeah.
bandas over there on the weekends that you can hear
All the time.
from where I work. And
Leslie, you'll never believe this. They have a mini putt-putt place next to the golf carts now. They're expanding. It's amazing. They got mini golf. Mini golf, Leslie.
Wait, was it in like the back where all the food trucks were? 'Cause I
no,
remember
it's in the front.
It's in the
there
front.
was like a carne asada and like pollo place that was right behind our record store, but there's like a huge parking lot. And there's just all kinds of shit set up back there, like magicians and fucking like.
What?
They still have that. They built up like a big stage for like bands to come and play.
That's what I'm saying. They have bandas over there playing on the weekends, and you can hear it from everywhere. But they have the mini golf is next to the stage. So,
Dude, and the construction over there hasn't even like put a halt to anything with that bazaar.
At all.
Wait, which bazaar? What are you talking about?
The one over at University and
no, that's the bigger Henderson.
oh,
that's
I'm sorry,
that's-
the one
that's
further
one
down.
on
Yeah,
Henderson.
that's right.
Not a bazaar. That's a flea market.
Flea market. Excuse me.
Oh,
That's a funga. There's a difference between a funga and a bazaar.
Excuse me.
Just saying, bazaar's inside. They got AC. Fungas? No way.
Sorry. Shit.
I'm just kidding. But I mean, we also had a spot set up at that one on Henderson. But that
Goddamn
shit was too expensive. They charged
uneducated
too much.
swine.
They were charging like Trader Village prices to set up in that place.
Well, Jesus said he used to go over there when he was a kid with his dad and sell shit over there.
I got molested there once.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, what?
Wait. No, wait. Where's the one where the? No, never mind. No, it wasn't that.
Wait.
Story time.
Secret
You wanted
time.
to tell stories.
There was a man who had some candy.
My bad, Jesus. That was me.
There was this girl, and she said, "I'll give you a free CD of Los Tucanazos de Tijuana."
And then she gave you a tucanazo.
Hey, CDs were so expensive back in the day. You would do anything for that
And
shit.
then she pinched my nipple, and
Up until Napster came around, I guess, right?
yeah.
People giving hand jobs for MP3s, and that's
Oh,
the
wow.
least of it.
Man,
That's the
this
You
took
know
a
how many
turn.
blowjobs I had to give for Pink Floyd's fucking.
This is turning into a Mexicans Remember Flea Markets moment where they're like, "Ah, yeah."
And Tim's
Oh,
just over
this-
there like, yes. see."
No, this was supposed to be just a runoff of just bullshit stories and whatnot. We didn't want to get into like the whole fucking pandemic bullshit because we already talk about that too much, and it gets
What's in your
tiresome after a
little-
while.
What's in your little black book, Javier, of ideas?
My little black book, I can't even find it. I don't even know where it's at. Oh wait, hold on, it's over here.
Check out their just
so-
covered rags.
Hey,
All right. So Leslie, since you're technically a guest now,
Yeah, sorry.
we got some rapid fire questions for you. So,
Oh,
all right, it's just
what's
like
your favorite position?
here, go find
Equal-
your
equal
fucking
rights.
book and be
You
gone.
son of a bitch.
I was
That
gonna
was one of the
say
questions.
like
Busca un bosque y piérdete.
what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Okay, see that's how it works. Where's your favorite drinking hole whenever you can actually drink?
In Fort Worth or in Austin?
Both.
Ooh, okay. So Fort Worth is probably, well, I'm gonna say Angelo's, just because my best friend Tammy works there.
Oh,
and I definitely pay for all the drinks that I have.
Always.
And and in Austin, there's this place called Liberty that was right across the street from my apartment, and it's dope and it's cheap and it's good.
What's your what's your favorite song right now?
Cuckoo.
My favorite song right now.
Like, what are you listening to?
Oh, that's so hard. I just spent an hour playing songs. So the OJs, I love music.
All right. What gets when you're DJing? What gets everybody moving? Like, what song? Like, you put it on and everybody just goes fucking nuts.
Carnaval by Celia Cruz.
Before I Let Go by Maze.
All right. And what are you watching on TV, Netflix, whatever?
Oh my God, I'm watching so much stuff. Okay, yesterday I watched The Mummy. I watched BoJack Horseman. I watched National Treasure, the first one.
So just movies.
I watched the finale of Lego Masters.
Have you finished BoJack Horseman yet?
No, I'm on season 5.
Oh man. Okay. It's so good. Absolutely love it.
There's just so much time in the day where I'm just going across all things. I even watched like Puppet Masters. I've been binging that, but it's getting a little slow. I'm like on number 7, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of TV.
I mean, it's all that we really can do, right?
I guess.
Hey, Javier really went and lost himself.
Javier,
where did he go?
it's okay, guys. Just continue. It's
Find his book.
He's not gonna find that book.
She goes,
we're
just
better
forget
off.
him.
We're better off.
She's like, I'm here. Fuck you.
God damn it.
Like he was so proud of that book. That's the thing. Is he was so proud of that book whenever he got it. And
well, no, I saw it.
I know. It's ridiculous though. He goes and loses it. Did you find it?
Well, and I even contributed a question last time that we hung out because Javier and I had cocktails right before the whole shutdown started.
Yeah.
And I was in Fort Worth.
Was it at Angelo's?
I'm sorry.
No, it was at a new cocktail bar, but I forget what it was called.
Tulane's.
Tulane's.
Yeah.
So it's New Orleans inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like one of them, the question Leslie wanted to ask was, is it a prerequisite to ask whoever you're going to date? Hold on, I got to find it.
A prerequisite?
No. It was, what questions did you wish you asked your significant other before you guys like made things official and serious?
Perfect.
Because there are things that maybe have come up now that you've been dating for a while or married or whatever that you're like, damn, like
how hairy
I would have asked how like that person.
Do you like roller coasters?
Yeah. So that was my example was that. Yeah. So my significant other, my partner currently, he doesn't like roller coasters, and I love roller coasters, but I just found out maybe like 2 months ago. And so for me, it's like, fuck, we can't go to Six Flags, which is terrible because I grew up on that stuff. So it's like, okay, well, you know, what a bummer, but
I can't go to Six Flags because it just hurts now. Like after I ride a roller coaster, like the next day, I feel like I'm recovering for like the next week.
Well, stop getting on the Texas Giants so much and pick like the more like chill ones at least.
I haven't even rode the Texas Giants since they made it steeper.
Steeper? Last time I rode it, they put some cushions on the side so that you didn't break your elbow.
But they like redid it. They redid it. Oh man, like 10 years. It's probably been like at least 15 years since I've been to Six Flags, if not longer.
When we were in middle school, Tim. When we were in middle school, was that the last time?
No, probably high school. Like sometime in high school.
Oh my God, so old.
Yeah.
Also, that doesn't answer my question.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything that you wish you would have asked your significant other like beforehand so that you would know, and then you found out afterwards and you're like, oh shit, I wish I would have known that.
Jesus
Are you going to break my heart? That's a good question to ask.
Would you have sex with a fat man? Because it's not.
I mean, you would hope so if they're willing to go out with you, right?
Would it be okay if we had high sex?
Are you a lesbian? Because
Fine. Now you guys aren't taking it seriously.
no. That's a serious. That's a serious
this is
question.
100% serious.
So
question.
Zeus and I we both had girlfriends that turned out they ended up like they were lesbians and they became lesbian partners. Like our girlfriends ended up.
Wait, what? Who's that?
Can we say their names?
Well, you're gonna bleep it out anyway.
Yeah, we can't say their names. I'll just cut it out.
Oh,
like
obviously.
Magnetic opposites.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? Oh, I thought she has kids though.
Well, yeah, but she I guess at the time she thought she was full on lesbian, and then she decided she likes both. But yeah, that would have been a good question to ask. Like, hey, are you a lesbian? Because
she had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend that had a dick and tits. So I mean, I could see why she would be confused.
Well, see, whenever
question like that, but okay, we're starting to get real deep into it.
Like when I was going to UTA, like
you asked anyway, Leslie.
No, that's a fair question because when I was going to UTA, I played with an indoor soccer club, and one of the girls that was in the club was lesbian, and she lived in the same dorm I did. So one day I'm just outside smoking, and then she came out and she's like, "Hey, they told me that you can't smoke outside." And I was like, "The fuck?" And so she was like, "Oh, I'm kidding. Can I bum one off?" And then we became friends. And then she's like, "Hey, I'm drinking. You want to come to my room?" And I'm like, "Sure." I didn't really think anything of it. And so she's like, "Oh, let's go get some lotto tickets." And so then we were smoking outside, and I was like clowning on her, and she's like, "Keep it up. You're not going to have sex tonight." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. This is where it's going." So she wasn't a lesbian. It was just a lie. I mean, maybe she was just bi or curious, but I had fun. It was good.
All right. So how are you guys doing today with your non-lesbian experiences and partners?
I mean, so I've been with my girlfriend for. Do we still call them girlfriends? Like at this age?
Yeah, you're not married.
How new is the kid? How new is the kid that you guys have?
Oh, we don't have a kid.
I thought you did have a kid.
No, I don't know who has.
That's
a kid.
Danny. That's Danny.
Yeah,
that's the other white boy.
Danny. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I get you confused. My bad.
We're all the same.
They all look the same.
We
They all look the same. It's okay.
No, so
You and Danny and Tim.
my significant other, my partner, we've been together for like 5 years. We've lived together for almost like 3. And I mean, it's good. Like we clown on each other. That's our thing. Like we make fun of each other constantly, and that's just how we show our affection. It's weird. It's not like any other relationship that I've been in where you gotta have to, like, it's always like lovey-dovey and all that stuff. It's more like I flip her off, she flips me off. I tell her to go fuck herself.
And that's how you show love.
Yeah, it's just funny. We just go back and forth.
So how is it during the quarantine then? Because is she staying with you?
Yeah, so we both work, and we're both still working. I work in the medical field. She works in retail, so we still have to go and do our jobs and all that stuff. It's just we're staying in together a lot more. She's more of a homebody, anyways, whereas I like to kind of mix it up. I like to stay home.
Yeah, well,
but I also like to go
I was
out.
about to say, like, you guys didn't really go out all that much anymore.
Did you guys figure anything out about each other that you haven't seen before?
Like since quarantine, no, but since we've been together, I mean, yeah, I think she realized that I'm a lot messier than what she realized. And it drives her nuts. And so I'm ADD, like severely ADD. And so I have these moments where I'll go into the kitchen and I'll be looking for something and I'll find it or whatever. And I just leave the cabinet open and walk off. And it drives her absolutely fucking nuts.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah. So that's my life.
There you go. So she wished that she would have known that you leave cabinet doors open.
Oh yeah,
okay,
definitely. Like
answered.
I can't think of anything that I wish
I
I'd
can't think of anything either. I think maybe the messy things. I don't know. She probably wish she would have asked if I was lazy.
Will you go in 50-50 or just like 90-10?
Wait, what was that?
never mind. Laziness, yes.
Laziness.
So
would I think it's 50-50 or what?
No, so it's not, right?
question.
Like you don't put in as much as your lady friend does.
No, we put in probably equal amounts, but I feel that she thinks it might be more on her end than me.
Ah. So Leslie, what's something that your partner wishes that he had known about you?
Oh my God, I cry so much every day of my life. No, probably the fact. So my the crying thing is true, but just recently he found out that I like stupid movies. So he's a huge movie buff, like huge. Has subscriptions to everything. Is an absolute fan of like Joe Bob Bridge, right? So Fort Worth, whatever, from Shudder and stuff, and Joe Bob Briggs. So he found out that I love stupid movies. Like, I stay up watching stupid movies, and
such as
like give us an example.
Okay, so every single dumbass Netflix movie about some sort of magician or sci-fi or like witches premise. That's what I watch.
Okay, so like Crystal's like dumbest movie that she loves, and I can't understand why, because the other categories that she likes it's completely different. She loves Talladega Nights. She loves that movie. And it's so fucking stupid.
But Talladega Nights is like it came out in a time of comedy that was just ridiculous, right? Before the like super, super raunchy ridiculousness. Talladega Nights was kind of appealing to like dad jokes and stuff like that. Right. So it's understandable. I'm talking about shitty movies as in like the actors are bad, the writing is bad.
B movies, just B movies, yeah.
No, like D- movies. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, did you see the trailer for a movie called Velocipaster? It's
no,
like a pastor.
Send me a link to that because that sounds dope as fuck. Like,
it's a pastor that becomes a velociraptor.
A velociraptor,
and fights crime. I'll send you a link to that.
No, it's stuff like that, and like the problem is that I already have a hard time sleeping because I stay up so late, and so for me, I tell him to put on like a serious drama Oscar-worthy movie so that I can fall asleep. And I pass out within like 10 minutes. But anytime I play like Detective Pikachu, I'm just like up until 4:00 in the morning watching.
See, Jesse,
I want to see why this Pikachu fucking talks. I want to know. I have to know.
Jessie she's a huge movie buff, like knows all the actors and actresses, can name off like all these movies, loves all these like old classic movies and whatnot. And I'm over here loving Adam Sandler. And she fucking hates Adam Sandler. Anything Adam Sandler except for like maybe 2 of his movies, she just absolutely hates. And I can't understand why. I think Billy Madison's probably like the greatest movie ever. I fucking love it.
She probably didn't watch those movies when they came out.
Honest, that's kind of like a white guy thing. I feel like Adam Sandler is just not, to me, is not funny at all. I don't think he's funny to a lot of women. Like, he's just a joke. He's kind of dumb. I thought Little Nicky was kind of funny just because it's like he's talking to the devil or whatever the entire time.
It's like his worst movie, and I think it's hilarious. But
I mean, it's funny, but I really hate all Adam Sandler movies.
He plays a really good set of dramatic roles, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Spanglish, did you see him in that one? That was good.
Spanglish
was really good.
What was that one where it's got was it Seth
the
Rogen?
Remote
No,
Click?
Seth Rogen.
No, that was
dude, fuck you, Roy. Click was an awesome movie.
Click made me cry.
It did at the end. When he's dying, he's like, oh, I was like, oh my god.
That Reign Over Me, that one was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know, man. Adam Sandler's always got on my nerves.
Punch Drunk Love, it's an amazing movie.
I loved the Adam Sandler, like Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. I mean, but that was when I was when it came 10 years old. Like,
I tried watching. That's old Adam Sandler humor comedy shit.
I tried to watch it again, like not too long ago. Billy Madison. It was like, ugh, this fucking sucks so much.
But yet you love Ace Ventura. When Nature Calls.
Yeah, I still love Ace Ventura. I don't know why.
I mean, I do too, but like,
It's great.
you take it to another level.
We talked about this already.
Yeah, I know we
talk
did.
about it again.
But I'm just saying, like, out of stupid movies, I think Jim Carrey, that time period of Jim Carrey was just absolutely ridiculous too.
I don't think those were stupid at all, Tim. I think those are great featured films, and I think they're documentaries myself. I mean, The Theft of a Dolphin is serious business. Peter would say so. Peter would agree with me 100%.
I can't take this one seriously.
Wait, are we laughing about Jim Carrey being a superstar? What are we talking about?
No, about that time period. Just that time period.
He's saying his Ventura is stupid.
You don't think that him as the Riddler in Batman Forever was one of the greatest roles that's ever been produced for any actor ever in the 90s?
No. Arnold Schwarzenegger as the
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh, so good.
Jim Carrey was awesome in the 90s. The Mask lasted.
The Mask is one of my favorites.
Notoriety, right? Like it was amazing. Dumb and Dumber came out in the 90s. Batman Forever came out in the 90s. Ace Ventura came out in the 90s. What else?
You say Liar already?
Yeah, Liar.
Cable Guy came out in the 90s.
But movies that came out in the 90s, like what movies could not be, like you couldn't do them in this day and time because they're too...
Dumb and Dumber 2?
Yeah.
Oh God,
that was a horrible shit show, man.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, just like TV shows like The Office. If they did The Office in today's time, there'd be so many people like upset, screaming, yelling, going to the masses because it's very, questionable humor. They make fun of.
That's any show, really. I mean, I remember I was watching an old show of I Love Lucy where it was like the hour-long one, and Bob Hope was on it. And he was interviewing Ricky, and Bob Hope was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing there, wetback?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
No. Dang.
He called Ricky Ricardo a fucking wetback on national TV. He was like, "Oh my God."
Well, I just watched the Ricky Gervais, The Invention of Lying.
Oh, I love that
It's
movie.
a good one, yeah.
Great movie, but there were so like kind of
like when Tina Fey's like you're a Tina Fey's like you're a big fat F word.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What did you guys?
Have you guys Ricky? Speaking of Ricky Gervais, there's one show called Afterlife.
Oh, I love that show. It's hilarious.
That's a really good movie.
Very
or a good show, rather. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love that scene when they're in the park and the dog's off the leash. She's like, "Excuse me, you gotta have your dog on a lead." And it's like, "What's that?" "Your dog. Put it on a lead." And the dog comes closer to Ricky Gervais and he goes, "What's that?" "Oh no, he's not a fat piece of shit." And he looks at the guy, like, "I'm sorry, my dog has bad manners."
I actually just watched a video of him saying that he cried whenever they had to finish filming because he loved that dog so much.
It's an awesome show. I love that.
I think we're gonna have to rewatch it. It's not long, but it's perfect. And season 2's coming out, so that's even better.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch that.
I think you'd enjoy it.
What you drinking, girl?
Oh, some fancy shit. You know how I am.
Ooh, girl.
Boone's Farm in a solo cup.
Boone's Farm.
Well, you haven't known me for a while, so back the fuck off. Glamfitic. Oh wait, you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see it.
I get it. Thanks. I saw that. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Roy, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Whether you can see it, it's about whether the people can hear about it, and you're just talking over me. So hold on a second.
Yeah, Leslie, the listeners
you're
at
a
home
real
can't
dick
see
when
it,
you drink.
Look,
and that's why we love you.
I'll just put it on the green screen, my face.
Hey, look at that! How'd you do that?
Because I have a green screen behind me.
Oh, the fuck, Javier?
Oh, sorry, I'm bored because she's not getting to the point.
Glenfiddich Grand Cru.
Grand Cru.
So this bottle was aged in French American oak barrels and then finished off for at least 6 months in cuvee barrels.
Ooh, what's a cuvee barrel?
23 years. This shit costs $350, I think. I don't know.
Damn, what the fuck are you doing with it?
Drinking it.
I'm fancy as fuck. That's why. It's super good. Now it's pretty ridiculous. Like, this is just in this room, but I got all this.
Put some up to the microphone so I can taste it.
Damn.
Nah, I ain't sharing. Sorry.
Oh man.
I'll send you some though if you want.
Just a little shot glass.
I mean,
Saran wrapped.
Just kidding.
You're gonna have to send it to my mom's house.
What are y'all drinking? Are y'all drinking anything?
No, I'm just chewing gum.
Not at the moment.
I just finished a Bishop Cider Company crackberry. You know, it's
Oh,
pretty
I love
fancy.
that. It's delicious.
It's
I like
vintage.
that.
It's
I like that cider.
cider beer? Or what is it?
It's just it's cider. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Bishop
Leslie
is,
loves cider beers.
Bishop is local to it's Dallas. They've got a really badass place. So they got this arcade. You pay like $20 and you got free play of like all the old school arcade games.
Oh, Cidercade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's something else I
drinking-
really want to do whenever all this is lifted. We can go back out and do stuff.
We try to go.
Awesome.
We try to go one night, and they were just too busy and stacked. So it was like an hour wait. We didn't want to wait, so we
Can
ended
you
up going
do
somewhere else.
pick up alcohol over there besides like
Yeah.
separate things? So can you
It's
do
drive-through, or it's like liquor to go,
Curbside.
beer to go, and shit.
I've been
But
doing
is it already mixed? Like, if you pick up a margarita, do you have to mix it yourself? Or
No, it's already. Well, they
No.
have two ways of doing it. They give you the mix in a plastic cup, and they give you the tequila on the side. Chimmy's gives you like the whole gallon already, like on the rocks, like pre-made. So I mean,
Yeah, On the Border gives you like a pint of the mix already done, and then they like seal it.
So what's crazy is that I have like a Zoom call with a couple of industry people and people that are interested in mezcal, but a lot of them have businesses or are somehow involved in the service industry. But from what I've heard is that a couple of them have actually sold a ton of stuff in like mixed product. So like that margarita mix, instead of letting all their limes and simple and all that stuff go to waste, they're just selling the mix and making money off of it. But then also just like on the low selling margaritas that are already pre-mixed.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like bullshit that the state isn't letting you sell the liquor that's actually in your bar, right? Because it's like illegal. Okay, I get it. Of course, it makes sense, but all these rules are being upended because this whole quarantine is happening. And so people are realizing like, well, like, why were those rules kind of in place in the first place, right? So
there's a guy that's he rents out margarita machines here in Fort Worth, and what he's doing is he's selling gift cards. So you spend $40, and then he gives you a gallon of already mixed, like with liquor in there, ready to go, as a gift to circumvent the whole TABC stuff. So he's doing it like, I mean, it's kind of shady, but it's legal, and all his stuff is fucking awesome. Like, it's so good.
I mean, but even allowing bars and restaurants to deliver to you, right?
Yeah,
because being able to deliver means that you're hiring somebody to deliver something to somebody else that's ordered it, right?
Right.
So it's not even like mixing it or whatever. I wish that Texas allowed that, because if you think about a bar that's had so much alcohol, so much whatever, being able to make food, blah, blah, blah in the background, and they're just doing like curbside pickup, obviously you don't want to just give people alcohol like while they're driving, right? Because that's, super taboo and stuff, because people can't control themselves, or the minority of people that fucking hang out for everybody else. But imagine if you were able to do just drop off service to anybody in town for alcohol, no matter who you are. All you have to do is order from the restaurant. Now that restaurant can go through their inventory, and then that inventory can be replenished, which means that other companies, small companies, and the reason why I feel so strongly about it is because my mezcal company, it's like, hey, maybe you can reorder our batches that are super small and only like 100 bottles for the entire United States type of thing. So I don't know. There's a huge standstill in a lot of like small market, small business type of brands. And the only brands that are getting any money out of this whole thing are the brands that don't need that money, to be honest. Like, they're brands that are already making hundreds of millions of dollars. And now they have the ability to sell 375s or 250 millimeters to bars so that they can pair them with, their mixes or whatever. And bars have to do that because they're trying to get some sort of income coming in to be able to support the rent that they're having to pay. So sorry, I got some feelings about this.
No. I completely get it. Like I would have feelings like that too. Yeah.
It's a huge thing. Especially in the world of like craft spirits.
Right.
So yeah, every single place that you go to is going to be selling all of these big brand tequila, vodka. Well, nobody buys gin now, but it's like
I love gin. Oh, I love it so much.
Like cocktails, and the only people that can afford to make those sizes that are able to, go to the consumers through the bars and stuff are people that just don't need the money right now, right?
Right.
It's a little bit upsetting.
Like it'd be cool if we could go to Thompson's and just pull up and be like, I want a grape Syrah, and they give it to me in a to-go cup. That'd be great.
Exactly.
Oh, but would it stay good?
Drives this in separate parts even. Like,
yeah.
And it's possible for you to buy you don't even have to have 250 milliliters. It could just be like 50 milliliters of whatever, which is about an ounce and a half. Do that. The bar can seal it, get it delivered to you, and it'll be fine because you're trusting these people enough to be able to bring a product to you to where, it doesn't become a problem whenever it comes to like traffic and whatever.
They give you everything everything's separate, and they give you an instruction or something like add this, 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 and this, and here you go.
But you think, you could just go to I understand what you mean, Leslie, but at the same time, people are just like, if I'm mixing my own drink, might as well just go to the liquor store and get my own stuff to mix my own drink.
No, because the majority of people don't know what they're doing. And that's not to be offensive to anybody.
No, that's
not anybody.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either. I just pour stuff in a glass.
I think there's something to say for somebody curating an experience for you. So if I were to come to like drop off a package to you, and which is something that I'm trying to plan right now, is a sort of care package for some service industry folk in here in Austin, where it's like an ounce and a half of this, an ounce of this, an ounce of this, maybe this. And I go drop it off at everybody's places, wherever they live, and give them a little card and have it be super personal, where it's like, hey, all you have to do is this, this, and this. Not make it super complicated. I'm not putting fucking fancy smoke into whatever bullshit cocktail it is, whatever. It's like, yo, this is a mezcal margarita. You just got to shake and pour. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there's something to say about that. And you mentioned Thompson's, the amount of alcohol they have in that place, and the amount of skill and the amount of knowledge and just whatever, everything. I'm sure they could send you home with like an ounce of this, this, and this to make the perfect cocktail that they already have on their menu. And you would go home and you would make it. And how cool would it feel to be able to make that cocktail at home? And you're like, oh shit, hell yeah. Like I made this.
And then
cocktail.
You want to go back, and then you want to go back to pick a different.
And then you understand how hard it is to actually make the cocktail, because once you start looking at liquor stores and be like, okay, now I want to make it for myself. Oh shit, I got to pay $80 for this bottle, $80 for this bottle, blah blah blah. Of course, you get a markup whenever you go to the bar, but it's kind of that experience. You open a little box or whatever it is, and just be like, hey, I can make this cocktail by just mixing this. It's just like learning how to cook. You follow Martha Stewart recipes, and at the end of the day, once you finish the recipe, you're like, hey, this was hella good.
But
I didn't have to be Martha Stewart to make this meal. It's still delicious.
Am I the only one that spends like $80 when they want to make one pizza? Like, it's like I need this.
That's cool. That's super cool that you're doing that. But I think that cocktails should kind of be part of that, because the same way that people are starting to cook at home, for example, my boyfriend has bought about, oh my God, he bought about 20 pounds of masa, like to make corn tortillas. And then he bought another like 10 pounds of like blue corn so that he can boil and mash himself to make masa. And then he bought another 10 pounds of like green and purple corn because he wants to do that. to him, it's not whether or not like he's doing it super authentic. It's just the fact that he has these things and he's doing it. He's spending his time doing this stuff and like following what they're telling him to do. And then once he makes it, he's just like, oh shit, I got all these tortillas. And now I look at the kitchen, there's 100 tortillas that I have to make tacos with. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, that's cool. But I think having something available to people in separate parts also makes people want to try it for themselves.
Yeah. I mean, look at Black Cat Pizza. They're doing that. They're sending you out with 2 balls of dough and all the fixings to make your own pizza. It's working out pretty fun.
That's going to make the best pizza. Because if you just bought pizza from them already made and you have to heat it up in your microwave, guess what? It's not going to taste like Black Cat Pizza.
Right. Exactly. Although microwave Black Cat Pizza is delicious.
I'm sure it is. I don't know.
We have mentioned Black Cat Pizza in almost every podcast, and
it's because it's fucking delicious.
I know.
I've listened to all of it, and I've kind of wanted to try it, but you know.
Well, you got to come back to Fort Worth and have Javier take you, or actually have Zeus take you.
I promise this.
I can go by myself because I know where.
Well, I know, but
you know. Girls can't go out by themselves. Everybody knows that need a man next to them to do anything.
Anytime I go to HEB, I just tie my hair back so I look like a guy, and I'm like,
"Excuse me, sir."
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which way?
Sorry, I feel super passionate about the whole like service industry, restaurant, bar business going on right now because
that's awesome.
There's no solution. There is literally no solution right now other than doing something that's illegal, and that sucks. And I don't agree with it.
Well, TABC in general is like
sucks.
A lot of the rules. Yeah, a lot of the rules are very archaic and. It's absolutely ridiculous, like what we can and can't do. And, you know, it all goes back to like how you can't even go and buy liquor on a Sunday and, you know, only certain stores can sell liquor and all that. You go to other states and you walk into a CVS and they have a whole fucking liquor aisle and you can buy it anytime.
But it's not even that. It's not even just the consumer, right? Like you guys the consumer would have such an easier time buying alcohol if there wasn't that third tier in the whole TABC business.
Right.
So like whenever I go to California to promote the Mezcal, Cinco Sentidos and Mezcal brand, I can go to a bar, do a tasting with them and sell through the distributor directly.
Right.
And just be like, hey, you like this, this, and this? Cool. Hit up this contact and I can get you all that. PO, boom. We got it done.
So what's the difference?
Here in Texas, I go to a bar and they're like, okay, so what liquor stores have this? What Class Bs have this? I'm like, okay, well, Austin Shaker has this or Twin Liquors has this, whatever. And they're like, oh, well, I don't have an account with them. I'm like, okay, well, you have to start one. And so now you have to start an account with a liquor store to be able to get my product after it is sent to them from the distributor. And the distributor doesn't know about it because they don't talk to the account. They don't talk to the bar. And so there's like a whole nother person, a whole nother middleman here in Texas that makes everything impossible. Where it's like, okay, well, I got to push you to like hit up the distributor and I got to push the distributor to hit up the importer to get this into their warehouse. And then from there, it has to get to the liquor store. And from there, it has to get to the actual bar. So that's why alcohol here in Texas is so much more expensive is because it has to go through another person, an extra tier to be able to be sold to the consumer, which sucks. Yep. And then besides the whole not selling on Sundays and blah, blah, and not selling in like pharmacies and Walmarts and stuff, which is bullshit, but you know, whatever. But apparently we're spending more money than anybody else in the country to drink.
Yep.
Like we're buying more alcohol than anybody else during this quarantine.
Because
who makes that money? The producers don't make that money.
Right.
If you're looking at craft distilleries and craft producers, they're not making the money. The money is going to the liquor store and it's going to the distributor. And then it's going to the importer. But once it goes to the importer, you don't get much else for the actual producer if it's coming out of the States, is what I'm saying. So
yeah, I mean the whole situation. I mean,
All I'm saying is, hit me up if you want some shit. You know,
the good.
The whole situation's fucked, and the only one thing, like, and we've talked about this, one of the good things that's coming out of this is the fact that, you know, we're able to now get to go margaritas from restaurants and stuff like that. And I think that's a move in the right direction, and hopefully that sticks around, and hopefully, you know, the bureaucrats on TABC and everything start getting their heads out of their asses and start fixing some of these things. But, you know, there's a lot of deep pockets here in Texas, especially with those distributors and whatnot.
If they do to go margaritas from Gloria's, man, that Eskimo Hut's going to be under in no time.
Oh, yeah.
In no time. Those margaritas are fucking awesome.
Look, it would probably be cheaper for you to just make your own margaritas.
I know, but...
Or to go to a liquor store, buy a bottle, and then just buy a shit ton of their mix, right?
Well, my wife.
But it's the same. It's the same argument
you
were saying. Like they have the right proportions. All you got to do is go in there and throw your own liquor in there.
But their margin is higher on the margarita mix than it is on the actual bottles of alcohol.
No, with the margaritas that do with Gloria's, they actually give you a fifth of like the bottle.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like if you just buy margarita mix from Gloria's, they make more money off of the margarita mix because of how cheap it is to juice limes and blah, 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 all this, than they do from buying these Fitz 250s, 375 millimeter bottles from their liquor store, their class Bs that they have to buy from.
Yeah, so just buy their margarita mix.
They're not making any money off of buying those bottles. The only money that they're making, from what I understand, is just off of the mixers.
Mm.
You know? I don't know.
No, I understand.
It's bullshit.
I was talking about in the sense of businesses staying open. Like if restaurants are indeed allowed to sell to-go margaritas, like places like Eskimo Hut are the ones that are going to suffer.
Right.
Those drive-through.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to sell to-go margaritas. That's the whole problem.
No, we're talking about but he's talking about getting around rules where you are allowed to do that in the future. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. I thought that's what we were talking about. I might have been lost in the conversation.
No, that's what I was talking about. Hey, but how did El Paseo do the whole to go margaritas, Javier?
You just
they just put it in a cup and that's it.
They didn't even seal it. They didn't even put any tape on it over the hole or anything.
They put it in paper. They just put it in paper bags.
Yes.
So it's just paper. They just brown bagged it and put it in a bag, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, they're trusting you to be a responsible adult.
Well, so did Eskimo Hut. I mean, whenever we used to get Eskimo Hut all the time.
We were never responsible with Eskimo Hut.
Well,
we're older now and more responsible.
Drinks,
no,
and
we're not.
Shut up.
We would just open and drink it driving. And shit.
No, but it's the fact that bars and restaurants are forced to kind of subvert these regulations is kind of screwed up in the first place, right? Like,
right.
People, okay, first of all, I remember maybe 10 years ago even, like my uncle driving down, Everman, drinking beer in his, like he had it in his truck. Like that was just a normal thing. I feel like Fort Worth is just that because it's kind of behind and everything. Like smoking just got banned not too long ago, blah, 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 all of this. Like it's normal for them. But I feel like nowadays people aren't going to be purposely going out in the majority of like getting wasted and just picking up margaritas wherever you can and like cruising around. Although
I've done crazier shit while I was drunk.
It could be fun, but at the same time, the fact that like restaurants and bars feel scared or feel like, oh, we can't do this or we can't deliver or we can't blah, blah, blah because the state won't allow us to do this for no reason other than like, no. It's only because I told you no that you can't do this.
It's like living with my mom all over again.
Guess what? Some people are going to like sneak out their window, right? They're going to get out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the only way that I know places in Dallas that are making money by selling alcohol just, with friends. You'd be like, hey, if you come up and ask for this, then we'll give you alcohol.
It's like
because
if you know.
What?
It's like if you know, like you have a guy like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to this guy. I'm gonna get what I want, kind of deal.
Right. And at the same time, you don't want to throw anybody under the bus. So it's not like you want to talk about these places giving away, to go margaritas. And what's funny about Fort Worth is that you can actually do to go margaritas in Fort Worth as long as they're wine based, right? From what I understand.
That's how Eskimo Hut was, yeah, or is. It's all wine based, so not liquor based.
Right. So if people are talking about that, and I would assume that a lot of people over there are okay with wine based, but here in Austin, that shit doesn't fly.
What do you mean Eskimo Hut's wine based?
So they got to be doubles and they got to be the color purple. Is what it is.
So like Taco Cabana is like they're tequila, but you can't take that shit to go.
But just margaritas.
Well, no. So all their stuff, like all their like daiquiris and stuff like that, Eskimo Hut are all wine based.
No shit.
And that's why they're legal. I mean, so you're only getting like maybe 12 to 18% based off the wine, or whatever they use in there.
So their alcohol isn't liquor.
Yeah, it's not liquor. So that's how they.
It's alcohol, but it's not liquor. So that's.
I did not know that.
Really?
It's like going to the gas station and buying MD 4040, right?
No, I understand. I get it. I just didn't know that.
The more you know. And I need like one of those like star things that come in.
I thought that was just a new thing that like the only time I ever saw wine margaritas was I think Railhead sells them, don't they?
I don't know.
I think they do. I'm not sure.
But it's like going to Walmart and they had those. It wasn't beeritas, but it was a margarita made by one of the big distributors, whatever. But they were
Bud Light one. Oh,
yeah,
shit, yeah,
it was something like that. But it was they had a wine based.
Oh, okay.
Walmart can sell them because it's at Walmart.
I had no idea about the Eskimo Hut though. I had no idea. That's why they taste funny.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever go by that? There was a drive-through place like Eskimo Hut off of Barry and McCart. It was like Mas Ramblas. Did you ever see that?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. Did you ever go over there?
No.
Oh man. So they had now it's a 2-story Taco Bell, which I want to find out what's going on in the second story of that Taco Bell.
Somebody lives there, Tim.
So they kill
it's a lot.
But they use Mas Ramblas, and it cracked me up because they'd have the girls out there in bikinis, like in hula hoops, trying to draw traffic in there, and they were never busy. But it's the same deal. Like it was just like Eskimo Hut. You can go in there.
It worked on you, buddy.
No, I never
worked on you.
I never went. I always saw it whenever I was at work because we used to have our office like right off of Barry and 35, and so I drive past it all the time. But I was just curious if you ever went there. But now they got this Taco Bell that's been there for a while, but it's a 2-story fucking Taco Bell. So I want to know like what the fuck's going on upstairs.
I know what you're talking about.
Terrible. So what's everybody up to? Tim, you playing guitar?
A little bit. Not as much as Zeus is, but yeah, playing a little bit.
I'm playing guitar.
Okay. You still wearing Chance the Rapper hats whenever you don't need to?
Javier, is the Chance the Rapper hat that you have on right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Exclusively Chance the Rapper hats.
Chance the Rapper and
Yeezys, I got a deal. I got a deal with Chance, so I have to wear it until he dies. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules.
Justin Bieber has that same thing with him, I think.
He gets a piece of coal during Christmas every year just for doing it. Yeah. Congratulations.
I think Justin Bieber has the same deal with Chance the Rapper. I've seen him with the same hat. It's pretty cool.
With Jesus as well. I heard you got called by the New York Symphony recently for your violin skills.
Oh my goodness! Did you hear me? Mm-hmm. I've never had one lesson.
And it shows.
That's the point. That was a joke.
That was on something, right, Jesus?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. When he's when he's playing that clarinet.
Oh man!
And then Roy just here for the show, I guess. I don't know.
Yep, he's just sitting back masturbating.
In half the time. I wonder if he ever thinks that, like, hey, Roy? I'm on mute, so I'm just doing this on person, where I'm just like making some mouth movements, and
no, he's
confused.
He's unmuted now.
I went into the other room to talk to my wife.
He had to go take a shit, so that's why he
I took you guys with me.
Oh, gross.
That's disgusting. It wouldn't surprise me.
I was kidding.
That actually sounds like something something Jesus would do, not Javier.
I don't understand why people are
masturbating.
wearing hats indoors. The fuck is this?
Well, because my hair. Look at my hair.
Gives a shit.
months.
You're at home.
Hey, talk to Tim's barber. It looks amazing.
I got a fucking mullet.
Who cares?
Hey, turn around, Tim.
cares?
Let her see the fucking glory that is your hair.
Dude, I don't care.
All right.
Dude, worry about your
I
own
don't
shit.
care.
Goddamn.
You know what? At least that dude has clippers. Like, you know how much clippers are these days? They're like $150. That guy's got gold in his bathroom right now, and he's able to do whatever the hell he wants with his hair.
That's my
Meanwhile,
that's
you
my
guys are
quarantine
just
cut.
wearing hats because you can't afford to buy clippers off of eBay
No, I
or
have
Amazon
clippers.
or whatever.
I just don't know how to cut hair.
Dude,
cut hair.
bro, do you think I know how to cut hair?
Hey,
It
can I
clearly
just say
shows
this?
I don't know how to cut hair.
It
I don't know.
shows.
I don't know what Leslie's drinking, but clippers are not $150.
Yeah,
I
they're not.
got $30 clippers that I use on my dogs.
when?
Oh, they
Like-
gotta be artisanal
When?
fucking clippers.
When
They
was
gotta
this?
be like fucking made out of marble
No.
from Italy and shit.
Hold on. When was this? Was
When
this
was
in
what?
the last week or two?
Yeah,
when did
What
you
the-
get clippers?
you can't
Oh,
get
it's-
clippers.
It's called it's Andes. Just go Amazon, look up Andes, and get some clippers. $40, $50
Dude, they're
tops.
flying off the
Okay.
shelf now, man. You can't get them for that cheap anymore. Everybody's
dude.
bought them up.
Yeah. Everybody's selling clippers for way too fucking expensive, and I'm not happy about it.
Everything went from so everybody
Why do you
started
need
hoarding.
clippers so
Because my boyfriend
kinda like the
keeps bragging
TV.
about clippers.
Everybody was hoarding toilet paper, and now everybody's getting the hair dye, and they're buying up all the clippers.
like you seem so upset about not having clippers. What do you need clippers for?
No, it was a thing. We talked about it today because he wants to cut his hair, and I was like, "Oh, we can just use these." And he goes, "No, they're beard trimmers." And I'm like, "Well, fuck it. Let's just fucking whatever.
Just use a comb and
Fucking do whatever."
same
And
shit.
he's like, no, they don't have the same like power as like clippers.
Does he say it like that?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just coming up with some voices from them dudes, you know.
Ooh, there's a
Like, hey,
power.
they don't have as much power as like to get a haircut and like trim it enough. So, no, yeah. So apparently, I went on Amazon and like I couldn't find anything at a reasonable price. And reasonable for me, talking from somebody that has not received their stimulus check, by the way.
Ooh, Daddy Trump.
Ooh.
Anything over
Papa
$75 is way too much. That's so much.
What are you going to use your
Papa
stimulus
Trump
check
hasn't
on?
blessed you yet.
Go to PetSmart. They might have some there.
What am I going to use my stimulus check on?
Yeah, what are you going to
Yeah. She's drinking it right now, guys.
Another bottle.
No, paying off a credit card probably.
That's
because
Mm,
that's how bullshit everything is nowadays.
yeah.
That's being
Been there
responsible, though.
before.
Or maybe like a wig. I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
Fucking 180 that one.
My hair is so long. I'm thinking about getting just like a short blonde wig. I've been looking at it for at least 3 weeks now.
A wig? Why don't you just cut your hair short again and just dye it?
Well, once you go short, you can't go back, right?
I mean, it just
You
takes time.
What? Wait, what?
I think it's supposed to rhyme to be true.
I've been growing this shit out for like years. I'm gonna try and cut it short. I'd rather just put it in braids and put a wig over it. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore.
The short hair.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
terrible.
I thought it was kind of cute.
No,
Oh,
I mean it's cute, but like physically I cannot do it. I can put a wig on where I have short hair and I can be that and look cute. But
well, like you get picked the lesser of two evils. Like I'm sure having long hair is in the bitch.
Grow out your hair at least 5 inches.
I've tried and I had to cut it
Why?
because I can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. This is the shit I'm talking about.
You can't do it.
Guys are like, oh my God, he looks so cute with short hair. Just cut it. Blah, blah, blah. This and that. It's the opposite from that. It's like guys can't grow out their hair 5 inches over to their shoulders because they're like, nah, I can't do it. It's too long. It's annoying.
Most guys can't grow 5 inches, period. If you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink.
And you know what? There's things out there to help you guys. So let's start a PSA about like what there is. So there's
Extends doesn't work, Leslie.
That you can take called like horny goat weed.
Oh yeah, they sell it
No.
at all the gas stations.
Yeah, it's fine.
They sell at the Conoco. I'm sure it works.
In case any one of you need it,
It's surely good. No, nobody here needs it.
I can mail it to you. I don't know.
Right, men? Right, men?
Well,
Yeah, right.
maybe
Call me
Javier.
later. Call me later, Leslie.
Roy says maybe Javier, but that sounds like you're just talking about yourself, my friend. I'm sorry.
He's,
That was
I don't know.
that
Javier's
didn't
awful
come,
quiet.
that didn't come with like enough force to make it a joke. It just sounded like
That's just projecting, is all that is.
projecting. You're projecting.
Wow. Dang. Cold-blooded over there.
Got in psychological on ya.
Is that the reverse psychology?
Not really.
No,
Just-
it's just
Oh,
psychology,
like
man. You're just projecting.
Oh.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry your dick don't work.
Hey,
Roy's
hey,
gonna be like,
there's
fuck off,
no
fuck all you
issues
tiny.
there. Oh, Tim. That's hilarious.
All right.
That's hilarious.
Hey, so I'm gonna have to cut this off myself.
All right. Let's do it.
We've been on here for an hour and 5 minutes, which is awesome. This was gonna be a
Yeah,
runoff, but man, it's turned out to be a full-on episode.
Hell
And
yeah.
we've enjoyed
Chicken,
having.
chicken,
Any
yeah.
sense? Did
What's
I
that?
make sense, or did we do it again?
No,
Do it
too
again
much,
for another hour and a half.
too much goddamn sense, Leslie.
No, so yeah, I mean, this is, really good content. It was actually really cool to hear your perspective on it because we're not in the service industry, and we know y'all are
Yeah.
affected, but man, I feel for y'all. That really sucks. So hopefully y'all
Affected by the infected.
hopefully y'all can do something illegal and nefarious and make some money on the down low. And
Shh, quiet.
Dude,
fool.
if you're friends with any sort of bartender or server or whatever that's just out doing whatever they can to make money, or maybe they're not. But if you have a favorite bartender, if you make a drink at home, just tip your bartender. Like find out their Venmo and just be like, yo, I learned about a Negroni because of you. Because I went to Thompson's and I had a drink with you.
I made
The bartender
this.
I was thinking
Here you go.
about is black, so I don't think I could say that to him. So,
All right. Well, just be nice to your fellow people. That's
that's
it.
right.
Preach.
Let's end it on that. Be nice to your fellow people. So I'm Tim.
I'm Roy.
Who else we got here? Zeus.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, you're here.
What other-
And Javier, you on mute?
Javier.
All right.
Javier's kind of here.
And we were joined by Leslie. And
Leslie,
it was
hey.
great to have her. So,
Thank you.
in I don't know how to end this. We are
Like,
the,
Just bye.
subscribe,
Bye.
follow,
Hey.
comments or anything like that. You can go ahead and find us at the
There
Funky
you go.
Panther on Instagram.
on
Leave us a
Instagram.
message or give us a good review if you think we don't suck.
Hey, and if you got any questions or topics that you want us to cover, go ahead and let us know. Just slide into our DMs. We'd love to hear from
And
you.
Oh, shoot.
If you got any more questions about liquor or mezcal in particular,
Yeah.
make sure you contact Miss Leslie Neva on Nava.
Leslie, how do they
on
find you
Instagram.
on your Instagram or your social media?
On Instagram, look at Miss Leslie Nava.
All right.
LESLIENAVA.
All
I'm here
right.
for y'all.
And we are the
Funky
Funky
Panther!
Panther!